Hey guys, if you've been following along, we're in Japan. In this episode, we're jumping on the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Nagoya, where we'll spend a quick night before heading into the stunning Japanese Alps. Before you board the Shinkansen, every local knows how to pick up a bento box from the station. It's all part of the experience. This pack came with chicken katsu, one of my personal favourites, and fluffy tamago, or egg omelette sandwich. The Japanese really know how to do omelettes, sweet and tasty. Next up, a char-grilled beef rib bento, packed to the brim with juicy beef strips, pickled veggies, potato salad, and yet again another yummy omelette. Most of the Shinkansen stations will have a different variety of options, so make sure you get there early with time to spare so you can pick out something yum. Eating this while flying through the countryside at 300 kilometers per hour, you can't beat it. And in just under 2 hours, we rolled into Nagoya. With a big journey ahead, we had an easy night ready for the next day. The next morning, we picked up our rental car. Despite their compact size, even the smallest Japanese cars are surprisingly space efficient. Our big luggage fit just fine. On the road, headed to the Japanese Alps, we left the big cities behind. On our way, we made a stop in the small town of Gujo Hachiman, a place often called the water city of Japan. It's known for its pristine canals, traditional houses, and local craftsmanship. Unfortunately, it was a Sunday, so many of the stores were closed. But we soon found a cozy little udon shop packed with locals, which is always a good sign. We ordered the mentaiko udon with a raw egg. That red stuff there is mentaiko, which is marinated in salted pollock roe. Creamy, salty, absolutely delicious. Our second dish was a giant bowl of curry udon. Udon is thick, wheat-floured noodles, which are very popular here. They have a chewy texture and a neutral flavour, which is why they're paired with curry. The staff thoughtfully noted I had a white top on and gave me one of these bibs to wear to stop any splashes. My udon was also served the mountain of crispy tempura. It consisted of some different vegetables like mushrooms, sweet potato, fish, and also some huge prawns. Hearty, comforting, food perfect for such a cold day. They also offered complimentary rice, but it came in a tiny little sauce bowl. Cute. We also came across a little place that looked like someone's house, but it was selling some of the most amazing looking apple turnovers. We decided to pick one up, and then it took us a minute to find the exit. After exploring Gujo, we continued deeper into the mountains until we reached Takayama, a town known for its well-preserved Edo period streets, artisan traditions and rich cultural heritage. This region is famous for Hida beef, a prized type of Japanese wagyu raised right here in the mountains. We tried it Kushiyaki style, grilled on skewers. We ordered two kinds, one standard cut and one premium A5. The standard one had a rich, beefy flavour, beautifully enhanced by the charcoal grill. But the A5, oh man, it just melted in your mouth, so buttery and packed with flavour.
Oh, so fatty.
Much of Takayama's old town has remained untouched by modern development. Strolling through Sanmachi Suji, the historic district is like stepping back in time with narrow lanes, wooden buildings dating back over 400 years, and of course, more Hida beef. It's not every day you're able to have such quality beef so affordable, so I insisted on trying another vendor I had visited 4 years before, and this one still left me breathless. And if you want to experience the Hida beef in a more Japanese way, you can try beef nigiri sushi. The beef is blowtorched and served on a little rice cracker. It was insanely good. The rice cracker plate as well is also really tasty. Make sure you give it a go. It is a little touristy here, but it's full of interesting shops and food to try. That evening we checked into a Ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn. This one was full of antiques and details from the Meiji and Taisho periods, and its own onsen, a real step back in time. Here's me sussing out some more places I can get some hands on Hida beef, but I didn't know I wouldn't have to travel too far. Our room here was modest but beautiful, with tatami mat floors and low furniture. The beds will be rolled out later. Our accommodation was located up on the top of the hill of Takayama, so we had a beautiful view of the surrounding city. On the table waiting for us, a welcome tea set with matcha and handmade mochi, and we decided to pair it with our apple turnover from Gujo, and I can tell you it was outstanding. The pastry was still crispy, and the filling unreal. The locally made mochi had a mung bean pastry, a light sweetness that went so well with the matcha. In the formal dining room, we're about to experience something out of this world. A dining experience we're not likely to ever forget. We began with beautifully presented sushi and an array of delicate seasonal dishes, each one a work of art. This was all part of a Kaiseki meal, a traditional multi-course Japanese dinner known for its exquisite presentation and focus on seasonal ingredients. And waiting on the table was the main event, Hida beef Sukiyaki. Just look at that marbling. I couldn't resist ordering another crisp Japanese beer. This time it was Kirin. Kanpai. Next came a soup, but it was topped with a beautiful flaky golden puff pastry. And breaking through that crispy crust released a burst of fragrant steam. And inside was a warm, comforting seafood soup, rich in umami and filled with tender shrimp and earthy mushrooms. The sukiyaki was cooked tableside, and the Hida beef was even a level above what we had tried off the grill earlier. And the broth struck a perfect balance of sweet and soy flavour. It was served with a very generous serving of fluffy white rice and a light and crispy but incredibly tasty tempura. The tempura was served with their own tentsuyu, a traditional dipping sauce usually made with dashi, soy sauce and mirin. Oh, and I added a bit of spicy salt. The tempura was unbelievably light and delicate, each piece perfectly crisp without feeling heavy. Even though I was so full, I couldn't leave a single bite. Just listen to that crunch, it was irresistible. And just when we thought it couldn't get any better, they brought out dessert. Red bean ice cream, mango jelly parfait, cream cake roll, and a Japanese grape. Perfection. This was easily the best meals of our trip, and even now I can't think of a better meal that I've ever had.
Oh, sweet one.
After dinner, we returned to our room transformed. The futon beds had been carefully laid out by the staff, ready for a perfect and comfortable night's rest. The next day we woke up to a Takayama that was blanketed in snow. Amazing. But what was more amazing was the breakfast we were about to have. Could it top the night before? Breakfast here was just as incredible as dinner, served with care and precision. And to have a fresh squid sashimi at breakfast, it was what dreams were made of.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, sashimi for breakfast. Oh, wow. Ika in Japanese.
Oh,
This is Ika.
so good.
Hi, the lovely Korean princess.
They even had a small grill set up for bonito flakes and miso to give it a toasty flavour. And also a separate one for bacon and an egg. There were small plates of yogurt, wheat gluten, sausages, potato salad, and fluffy steamed rice. After indulging and gorging ourselves to the brim, we had a cleansing and warming matcha before it was time to hit the road. But not before clearing all the ice and snow that had accumulated on our car overnight. We're not used to this coming from Australia. From Takayama, we would wind our way through the mountains to Shirakawa-go, one of Japan's most iconic villages, famous for its thatched farmhouse roofs, some of which are over 250 years old. Snow blanketed everything, making it feel like a scene from a folktale. We wandered through the narrow streets, watched the carps swim through the crystal clear streams, and just took in the quiet beauty of this natural place. Very carefully, we made our way through the snow-covered paths to visit a gorgeous shrine and pay our respects. We had to watch our step very carefully, especially on the icy stairs, to avoid going bottoms up before making our way into one of these historic homes. Inside, we got an insight into how the people used to live here. Inside there were many interpretive signs, like this one which showed where they used to make the gunpowder. The place was filled with traditional artifacts which were from the feudal eras. They had a short documentary playing that explained the history of the region. Unfortunately, it was only in Japanese, but still there was plenty to take in, with different displays that gave us a glimpse into how people thrived here, even during the harsh winters. As we climbed the steep ladders through the different levels, more fascinating details emerged. One of the most impressive things was how these multi-generational homes were built using wooden beams, tied together without nails. It's incredible how they've stood the test of time with all that heavy snow falling on the roofs. Charming hand-drawn cartoons illustrated the traditional sake making process, accompanied by the actual tools once used. Nearby, more illustrations depicted scenes of rural life, from ploughing fields with buffalo to harvesting rice by hand. The tools used to cut and shape the massive timbers for the iconic thatched roofs were also on display, showing the craftsmanship involved in building these homes to last through generations. There are several of these historic houses open to the public, and they're absolutely worth the small entry fee. Many have 3 or 4 floors, with the top level offering beautiful views of the village. And don't forget to get your special stamp to commemorate your visit. Next, we hiked up the Shiroyama Viewpoint. The path can be quite slippery, especially in winter, so take your time and go carefully. Once at the top, we enjoyed a warm Nikuman, which is a steamed pork bun. That juicy pork and cabbage filling was perfect to take in that iconic postcard view of the village below, all blanketed in snow. It was the kind of moment that you just want to savor slowly, both the scenery and the snack. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, as next time we delve further into the mountains of the Japanese Alps and visit some more stunning places. We hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you again in the next one.